How to start a cleaning business with $0. So many people think that you need to have thousands of dollars saved up to start a cleaning business, to buy expensive equipment, cleaning supplies, invest in a fancy website. But one of the great things about this industry is you can get started with $0. And in actual fact, I've worked with a number of large, successful cleaning businesses that did exactly that. So in today's video, I want to take you through the exact step-by-step process I would go through if I was to start my cleaning business with $0 in my bank account. So let's dive into it. So the first thing I would say would be you want to start within the house cleaning industry. So within cleaning, there's lots of different niches, as I talk about in other videos on my channel. We've got the office cleaning, house cleaning, window cleaning, carpet cleaning. And the reason I say house cleaning is that you can get started without very much in terms of equipment or supplies. So within the house cleaning industry, I would say you would need to start doing the cleaning yourself as the business owner. You obviously haven't got money at the beginning to be paying for staff or paying for recruitment ads. So you need to be doing the cleaning yourself. And then from there, you then need to think about, how do I get my first clients? At this stage, we don't have a website. We haven't spent money on, building something like that. So we need to get our first few clients. So there's a few areas we can look at. First of all, it's a no-brainer to message your friends and family. Often they will be the real cheerleaders for your business. But then there are other channels as well. Have a look at the local Facebook groups, particularly the local parents groups. There are always people in there asking for recommendations for cleaning companies. So, if you see a post, you can respond to that person, maybe ping them a message. And there are lots of different ways and innovative ways that you can get clients for free. And I go into these channels in a bit more detail. I've got a free PDF where I go into the top 20 marketing channels for cleaning companies, many of which are free channels. So I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys want to take a closer look. But once you get those first few clients, obviously the key is to do a great job. And what you really want to try to do is to get them onto a recurring schedule. Do a sufficiently good job to try and get them in, either every 2 weeks or every week ideally. And really, once you start getting more recurring clients, that is when your business can start getting a bit of momentum. You're no longer starting the next month from zero. You've already got your existing recurring clients that are paying you a little bit of money, and any new recurring clients you bring in, you can simply add to your revenue from there. So get your first recurring clients in the schedule, and then I would say once you get to about $500 in saved money, you can then look to build a website. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars. Get a simple 1, 2, 3 page website. You can find really good people on, freelancer sites, like Fiverr or Elancer, and they will use a website template, to create something, to use an existing template, and you can obviously put your branding. You can add, if you've got non-stop photos of you at work, fantastic. Add about what you do, checklists, all those types of things. So the reason why this step is important is because at this level, there will be, by not having a website, this will be a bit of a deterrent. So you need to get a website. Once you get a website, the next step would be to get your Google business profile set up. You'll probably need to get verified, but the reason why this is an important step is this. Once you start getting your clients, this is where you can put your reviews. People increasingly look for reviews online before engaging with a new company, whether it's cleaning or any other industry. So once you've got your recurring clients and they're happy, you need a place for them to leave reviews for you. So this is where your Google business profile is really fantastic. And longer term, your SEO, your local SEO, having lots of great reviews on your Google business profile is really important. So the sooner you can get started, the better. So once you've got your your Google business profile and a bit of social proof. I would add in your Facebook profile, get some Facebook reviews as well. And then, you want to, with your website and your reviews, then you can start outreaching to other people. So, networking with property managers who may have a number of properties that need cleaning every so often, Airbnb owners, and if you're, if you use LinkedIn or familiar with LinkedIn, this can be an extremely powerful channel as well. So you can create a profile on LinkedIn, you can search for property managers in your city, and you can send connection requests. And, the way I view LinkedIn is a far more effective cold outreach channel than, say, just simply cold email or cold calling. People can check out your profile, and there's a bit of engagement before you can then follow up with them. So LinkedIn can be a really, really powerful channel, but obviously you need some sort of basic website, because generally a property manager won't be looking to work with a company that doesn't at least have some sort of presence online. So the local property managers are a good area. And then the other untapped source of free marketing, I would say, would be to think about partnerships and contacting local service providers in your area, people who you think that there would be a good overlap with your clients. So, let's say you offer house cleaning services, but you don't offer window cleaning. So a good thing to do would be to say, to contact local window cleaning companies in your area. The likelihood is, if they have clients who are paying them for window cleaning, they are probably interested in house cleaning as well. Maybe they've already got a company that does house cleaning. Maybe if they do, they're not happy with them, or so there's an overlap with the potential clients here. And the way that you want to do it is that you want to contact these companies and propose some sort of referral partnership. And you can say, we don't do window cleaning, but we do general house cleaning. If you were to refer us to some of your clients, we could pay you a referral bonus. And really, if you pitch it in the right way, this should be a bit of a no-brainer to work together. It's essentially free money. That window cleaning business, they might send out an email to their list saying they've partnered up with a local house cleaning company. If they're interested, if their clients are interested in booking a house cleaning, you can use this particular coupon code, and that will allow you to track bookings that have directly come from that window cleaning company. So you want to have an individual coupon code for every single one of the partners that you work with. And again, LinkedIn is a great resource here. You can contact people doing this, but really, if you've even just a handful of partners and they are sending you a handful of leads each month, you don't need many partners in place to suddenly start getting more people in through the door. So there are lots of different cheap or very low cost marketing channels out there that you can leverage to really get your business growing, especially if you don't have a huge marketing budget at the beginning. And then once you do have that money, you've got more recurring clients, then yes, that would be then the stage to look at your paid marketing. At this stage, you'll already have your Google business profile set up. So that means you'll be able to test Google local service ads. This is Google's pay-per-lead platform, where essentially you tell Google, I'm interested in house cleaning clients in this particular area. I've got this budget, and then Google will divert you phone calls and message inquiries directly to you, and they charge you a specific dollar amount for each lead. So local service ads is a good place to start. One of the great things about LSA is that there's no real minimum budget that you need to start with. So this can be a great way to dip your toes into paid marketing to begin with. If you've got a bit more budget and you want to invest more, you want to grow quicker, then I would look at Google Ads. Google Ads is the platform, Google's ad platform, that has been around, since the very early days. So the way that this works is that every time someone clicks on your ad, Google charges you a cost per click. So you tell Google, I'm interested in these particular keywords. So let's say you're a house cleaning business in Chicago. If someone typed in house cleaners in Chicago or maid service near me, you can select those keywords, then your advert will show. And if someone clicks on your ad, then you get charged by Google for that click. Obviously, once someone clicks on your ad, they will probably get taken to your landing page or your website, and then it's over to you to try and convert as many of those clicks to leads, and then obviously out of those leads to booked clients as well. So that would be the way that, the step-by-step process I would then go about in terms of, getting more clients. As I said, at this stage is probably you as the business owner doing the majority of the cleaning. If you've got recurring clients on your schedule, you're probably going to be getting fuller if you're doing all these things that I talk about. So then the next step in terms of growth is thinking about recruiting your first cleaner. Indeed.com is the most common place to look for cleaners in your area. And the way that I would do it would be, to get that new recruit to work with you alongside, the two of you as a team of two, working alongside each other. You can obviously check the quality of that person's cleaning, give them any tips. And by having a team of two rather than just you as your own, you're essentially doubling your capacity. So that allows you to grow a little bit more. If and when you get to the position where you have that new cleaner, where you think, they're working at a sufficiently high standard, you can then start handing over some of your recurring clients to that new cleaner. And, at that point, you can then step away from the actual day-to-day cleaning and spend more time working on the business rather than in it. And that's when the growth will really jump in your company. The more time you can focus on how do I actually grow this thing rather than actually doing the day-to-day work, the quicker you will start going. So, once you've got that cleaner and once you start recruiting cleaners 2, 3, and 4, you rinse and repeat the same strategy, get the second cleaner to work with your first one, get happy with them, hand over clients, you get more capacity, then hire the next one. So really at this stage, you will then need to be thinking about how do I push my marketing as quickly as possible. And, this is where this next video should be really, really helpful for you. I go into what I believe are the top marketing channels for cleaning businesses in 2026. It will give you a great idea of what I think are the most effective channels and where you should spend your time and money to maximize the number of clients you get for your marketing efforts. So I'll see you on the next one.